March 3, 2025 J.JTimes delivers major government policies. 1. President Trump orders mass layoffs of federal trainee employees. President Trump has ordered mass layoffs of federal trainee employees and has indicated plans for additional job cuts. This move is part of his administration's efforts to reorganize the government and reduce federal spending, leading to potential conflicts with federal employee unions. 2. U.S.-Ukraine summit ends abruptly amid heated exchange. The summit between President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Washington, D.C., ended earlier than expected due to a heated exchange between the two leaders. The early termination of the meeting has intensified diplomatic tensions between the two nations, with Russia closely monitoring the situation. 3. U.S. court rules Trump's dismissal of federal watchdog chief as illegal. A U.S. federal court ruled that President Trump's decision to dismiss the head of a federal oversight agency was unlawful. The court found that the dismissal violated federal law, allowing the official to retain their position. This ruling serves as a warning against executive overreach. 4. Pentagon orders additional troops to southern border. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth ordered the deployment of an additional 3,000 troops to the U.S.-Mexico border to curb illegal immigration. This move aligns with President Trump's efforts to strengthen border security, raising tensions in the border region. 5. U.S. to impose additional tariffs on Chinese imports. President Trump announced that starting March 4, the U.S. would impose an additional 10% tariff on Chinese imports. This measure is expected to further escalate trade tensions between the two nations, with China considering countermeasures in response. 6. U.S. approves $3 billion arms sale to Israel. The U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency, DSCA, has approved a foreign military sale, FMS, to Israel, including military equipment and support worth $3 billion. The approval has been submitted to Congress for final confirmation and may influence the military balance in the Middle East. 7. U.K. Summit discusses Ukraine's ceasefire plan. President Trump and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer held a summit at the White House to discuss efforts to end the ongoing war in Ukraine, which has now entered its fourth year. They also debated trade and tariff policies, with differences emerging between the two allies. 8. Pro-Ukraine protests spread across the U.S. Protests supporting Ukraine have been spreading across the U.S. in response to President Trump's Ukraine policy. Protesters accuse Trump of betrayal and are demanding stronger support for Ukraine against Russia. These demonstrations are influencing public opinion on the issue. 9. Russia assembles negotiation team for ceasefire talks with the U.S. Russia has begun assembling a negotiation team for ceasefire talks with the U.S., while Ukraine has firmly stated that it cannot accept such an agreement. This development is part of ongoing international efforts to end the war in Ukraine. 10. President Trump signs executive order declaring English as the official language of the U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order designating English as the official language of the United States. The order mandates the use of English in government documents and services while strengthening English education programs for immigrants. This decision has sparked debates regarding linguistic diversity and cultural inclusivity in the country. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. Thank you.